Preserving history by preserving her story. Situated at the ceremonial entrance to Arlington National Cemetery, the Military Women's Memorial stands as a tribute to America's servicewomen, both past and present. Joining us from our nation's capital is United States Army retired Chief Warrant Officer 5 Phyllis Wilson, who now stands as the president of the Military Women's Memorial. Phyllis, we are so happy to have you with us today.
I'm deeply honored. Thank you so much.
So can you provide us with an overview of the Military Women's Memorial?
I can. The Military Women's Memorial sits at the entrance to Arlington National Cemetery, some of the most sacred ground in the entire nation. So we're very fortunate for where we're located. And it pays tribute and tells the stories of the more than 3 million women that have defended this country, all the way back to the Revolutionary War when it was illegal for women to do so. But they donned uniforms and they disguised themselves as men, and all the way to today, where women can serve in every career field, in every branch of the service legally.
Wow, how wonderful is that? And now you say that it tells the story of the more than 3 million women who have served. How does it do that?
Well, we have exhibit galleries. It's an education center. So behind the curved wall that is the Military Women's Memorial is the education center. And we start with the Revolutionary War all the way to Common Era with uniforms and artifacts and diaries and photos. It's captivating, to say the least. It's lovely. Yes. But we also have a national database, a register, where we ask women to put their stories, or if it's somebody no longer living, put that woman's story into our national database so researchers can look at this continuum of service for almost 250 years.
And now, who is able to register? What are the requirements?
Yeah, every woman that ever has or is currently serving. While it's called a memorial, it's a living memorial. My story is in the national database as well. So every woman, whether she's just started her military career or she hung up her uniform long ago, or she's no longer with us, we want every one of these individual stories that tell the collective of what we've done as a group.
And now, what does the registration process look like?
It's super easy. You go to the website, womensmemorial.org, and at the top right, it says create an account. And actually, men or women that have never served can also create an account, because maybe you have a grandmother, a great aunt, a daughter that she might be serving now. And we have some dads that are so incredibly proud of their daughters. They've registered her into the database because the young lady has said, I'm not doing anything that important. I'll do it later. He wanted to put her story in then.
And now, how many women in total are registered?
We are getting really close to 312,000 stories. And I'm telling you, they're amazing, every one of them. Wow. But that's only 10%. That means 9 out of 10 women that have served and are serving now, their story's not here. And this is their memorial. This is our national memorial that Congress approved back in the 1980s. So now the only thing stopping us from getting our stories known is ourselves.
Okay, so do you think that there is a lack of awareness? Why do you think that we are having, why don't we have more women who have registered?
I think there's 2 reasons. One, I didn't know about the memorial, even though it opened in 1997 until 2013. It'd been open for 16 years, and I was in the military the whole time. I didn't know. So why should America know? But that's why we thank you for letting us tell this story. And I think secondarily, military men and women are really great about marginalizing and minimizing their service to the country. It was no big deal. I was just doing my job. We have to stop that.
Yes.
And while that is true, I was just doing my job and I loved every minute of it. The story as a legacy, telling that story is incredibly important for the future generations to know.
It is, absolutely. And now there are 2 initiatives that you all are working on to help get more women registered. Can you speak about those?
We have a strive for 500. We're asking every state in the nation, get us 500 new women's stories from your women veterans. And every state has thousands and thousands of unregistered women veterans. So asking for 500, whether they're living or deceased, they're serving or they hung up their uniforms long ago, it doesn't matter. Find us 500 in your state. And I think that's pretty easy to do. And the other one that we just launched this month during Women's History Month is the Adopt a Woman Veteran Project. For years and years, people have mailed to us obituaries when they've seen that it says in the obituary that the woman was a servicewoman. And we do not have the staff here. There's a total of 20 people that work to keep this memorial, and it's open and free to the public 7 days a week. We don't have staff to sit there and load in thousands and thousands of obituaries. What we need is America to say, I'll take one of them, and we'll send you the obituary. We want you to do some detective work, look them up.
We definitely have our job to do, and to learn more about these initiatives, how we can help, we can visit womensmemorial.org. Phyllis, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.